What do you think is the worst thing humanity has done so far?
Religion.
What?
Yes, one of the worst things kwa sababu wanagombana. Wewe ushangai kinachoitwa taifa teule la Mungu bro. Ndo hao wanalipuana sasa hivi. Wewe ushangai hicho. None of that is strange because that's how the world works. Duh. If you don't have the power, we kill you. But is that right? Why are we under systems that we don't like? Kwa nini kuwa na generation fulani, kizazi sio cha Abraham au kizazi cha nani, that can decide for us now? It is also our time. Ndo generation yetu sisi. Mimi nasema it is our time ya kuwa the new ancestors. You are using God to design my mind so I can fall in your empire.
You're trying to build your own culture.
Yes.
How?
It's possible. First you...
Nah, nope. No trolling. We ain't trolling, y'all. Don't sweat it.
What's up, No Trollers? Guess what? No Trolling Podcast just partnered with Tzee to bring you guys the coolest drink for all of y'all that are young at heart. I genuinely love the taste of the drink, and I'm pretty sure you guys are going to love the taste of it as well. So make sure you grab yourself a Tzee drink. Let's sip good this season. Come on. You know what I'm saying? And also, 61% of you guys don't realize you haven't subscribed yet. So can I ask you for a favor before you dive into the episode? If you like and enjoy the conversations we're having here every after 2 weeks, and you feel like you want to support us, hit the subscribe button. It's completely free. It's the easiest way to support the pod, and I'll genuinely appreciate that. And when you do that, I promise you, every time we upload, the episode is going to be better for you. Me and my team are going to be working tooth and nail to make that happen for you guys. Thank you.
All thoughts, views, and opinions expressed on this podcast are entirely our own. They are for entertainment purposes only. I repeat, entertainment purposes only. We are not exposing, condoning, indicting, or telling you how to live your life. Now, enjoy the show.
And when you think about the world, bro, it's like a lot has happened. A lot is happening.
Alot has happened. Alot is always happening.
What do you think is the worst thing humanity has done so far?
So far, I mean, that's a lot of kwenye history.
Nah, just like
recently.
Not recently. Let's not talk about recent events, but in general, like, what do you think is the worst thing humanity has done so far? In a broad perspective.
Yeah, in a broad perspective.
Yes.
See, what has humanity done so far that is so? It's the worst, you say?
To you.
To me.
Yeah. So it's like, damn it. Did we actually do that?
Religion.
What?
Yes.
You think religion is the worst thing in humanity?
One of the worst things. Kwa sababu, you see, mtu anaishi inside a worldview.
Okay.
Sasa hilo neno worldview, watu wanalichukuliaga simple sana. Kwa mfano, if you live kwenye worldview ya kwamba hapa Dar es Salaam wanaotoboa ni watoto wa kishua peke yao. Yeah. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
You're not gonna wake up. Asubuhi hautaamka ukafanya nini wakati hauna vigezo.
Okay.
You get what I mean?
Yeah, okay.
Sasa hiyo space ya worldview, sasa sio tu Dar es Salaam, but where are we? What are we doing as whatever we are, spirits, human beings? What are we doing? Swali hilo, kitu ambacho kinajaribu kujibu hilo swali, sawa?
Yeah.
Ni philosophy, lakini pia inarudi kwenye mambo ya dini, kwa sababu if you get into, it's the question of what is God.
Okay.
Sawa?
Okay.
Sawa?
Yes.
So if it's a question of what is God, binadamu sehemu zote wameshashiriki in the sense of trying to answer that question. Sawa? Sawa? Binadamu wanashiriki trying to answer that question. Much as zinaonekana kama ni kitu cha mbali sana. It is also an important question because it also tells you what is valuable in life. It tells you what is possible in life. What you should do in life. It gives your life meaning. Ushanielewa sijui? Sasa kila mahali watu there's a word inaitwa anthropomorphizing, which simply put ni hivi, ni kutumia vitu ambavyo unaviona kuelezea vitu ambavyo unaviona au vitu usipoviona, including Mungu. Do you get what I mean?
Okay.
So something that started as tunataka kujialign na kinachoendelea kweli, it turned out from the point, imebadilika kabisa kutoka kwenye point ya kutafuta hicho, imeenda kwenye point ya kwamba sikia, sisi hapa, imeenda kwenye kwa sababu neno religion inamaanisha religion. Kuna neno legion na legion is a union. Katafuta to check to hapo what a legion is, you can Google, is a union. Sasa union na nini? Si unanielewa? Kuna same cultures, so it's union with God. And what is, ushanielewa sijui. Ukiwa unajaribu kukaa sawa ili mambo yako yawe sawa, ili unawe usichanganyikiwe, ili you get what I mean. Whatever good that you attach to God. Ushanielewa sijui. Ndio saizi muda huu kwa mimi ninavyoelewa, kwa huu muda ulivyokaa, Mungu hatapenda kitu hiki. Si unanielewa? You're trying to align yourself.
Okay.
That is the mission. Ushanielewa? Kwa hiyo kwa mfano kama kuna sehemu utaenda utakuta watu wanakuambia, bwana unajua sisi mwezi wa 3 lazima tufanye tambiko kwa sababu hiyo inamaanisha kwamba mwaka umegeuka. Huyo mtu anachojaribu kukifanya ni kujialign na Mungu. Ushanielewa sijui? Sasa hiyo ni tofauti kama watu wataacha kulishikilia hilo swala la kujialign kweli na Mungu, wakaenda kama ushabiki, au wakaenda kana kwamba ndio inakuja, you're not really aligning yourself, you're not in religion, hauko na alignment na Mungu. Unataka kufanya religion kama walivyofanya Abraham au kama walivyofanya mababu zetu fulani, without you getting what is the essence of that. Mwisho wa siku unaishia na watu wako kwenye world views tofauti. You understand what I mean? And sometimes wanagombana, wewe ushangai kinachoitwa taifa teule la Mungu bro, ndo hao wanalipuana sasa hivi. Wewe ushangai hicho. Mbona kama wewe uliokuwa ndo una mfano, you were supposed to be mfano wa the union ya watu wengine. Sijui unanielewa bro? You get what I mean? Kwa hiyo mwisho siku unaishia na vikundi of which zinasaulisha kwamba sisi kama binadamu we are having the same experience. And we are here to create together. Kama mimi nilivyokuja kwenye hii podcast yako, I see there is something you're trying to do. Nimekuja kushiriki. Lakini kama utatokea mstari hapo utasema Sean asishiriki kwa sababu Sean hayupo na sisi, aja align. If that question doesn't really go down to aligning with what is, tunapoteza muda. Alafu sasa kinachotokea is since you've already done that with God, aishi hapo. Kwa hiyo matokeo yake you have people who are living in a world. Wewe unafikiri watu wanachukia kazi zao kwa sababu gani?
Because they're not passionate about it.
Why aren't people passionate about kazi zao? Kwa sababu yani yeye na hiyo kazi haiendi.
Yeah, true.
Kinachotakiwa kublend hiyo hapo. Yani wewe mpaka umezaliwa haijakosea. Ni wewe hujatafuta what is actually, kwa nini nipo hapa? Isn't that the most important question to you? Sindio? In a sense. So now, kwa sababu mtu, here's the thing. Let's scale it down this way.
Okay.
Ngoja niweke hivi. Let's just say wewe uko kwenye mission ya kutengeneza, tuanze very simple ili kila mtu aelewe. Kutengeneza jamii. Kwa nini utengeneza jamii? Binadamu tunahitajiana. Sindio bro? Sindio? We need to come together, mambo yaende. Sawa, kamera hujatengeneza wewe, mic hujatengeneza wewe, nguo ulizovaa hujatengeneza wewe. Sindio? Lakini pia sio kwamba leo tengeneza hilo shati anaweza kuwa Shoni. Tunahitajiana. Sindio? So we need to come together and work together.
Absolutely.
Sindio?
Yes.
Sasa hicho mtakachokitengeneza ambacho kitawaalign, let's say nyinyi mmeanzia kwenye origin yenu, what is actually going on. Kwa hiyo what is universe, whatever you want to call it, what it is, ndo inawasababisha nyinyi mpaka utengeneze mila ambao ni mila, au utaita utaratibu, au utaita serikali. Essentially is how we come together. You get what I mean?
Yes.
So if we are making how we are going to play this game, kama mimi nimetengeneza game ambayo what is there essentially sio kumfurahisha kila mtu, na sio hata sio kumfurahisha mtu, sio kumnawirisha kila mtu. You as Sean.
Yes.
Sawa. I might look at you as an idea.
Okay.
Sawa. Ni wazo la Mungu ameliweka hapa in the flesh.
Okay.
So that whatever you are can manifest, iweze kutokea, kwa sababu tunahitaji wewe kama kiungo cha mchuzi. kwenye mchuzi tunaopika wote. I'm just using allegories here.
Oh, okay.
You get what I mean?
Yes.
Ndio.
Nimekuelewa maana mchuzi bro.
You get it sasa. Sasa kama mimi nimetengeneza system ambayo itasema sikia mimi ndo mjanja zaidi. Sawa?
Yeah.
Sean inabidi anisikilize mimi tu. Ninavyoiona dunia mimi. Ninavyotaka iende mimi. Kiasi kwamba nimwambie Sean, acha unavyojisikia about this world. What you have to do is what is practical. And what is practical? Ni nilichosema mimi kwenye vitabu, kwenye nini. If you live in that world and you are waking up asubuhi, unaamka asubuhi kwenda kwenye kazi ambayo essentially, tukitoa swala la kwamba hutaki kufa njaa, you don't like it. Sasa kama maisha ni kibaba na kimama, meaning tunaamua sisi, why are we under systems that we don't like? Kwa nini kuwe na generation fulani, kizazi sio cha Abraham au kizazi cha nani, that can decide for us now? Aifika sehemu sema usifanye kazi na huyu. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
the whole purpose you're coming together.
Yeah.
And it is when we come together that we can create new things. Kwa sababu wewe perspective yako na maisha yako Sean, anayejua ni wewe peke yako. Right. I have never held the position you have of the spectator of your life. So the only person that can tell your life is you. And it feels like we don't need your story.
Yeah.
Lakini the truth is we do. Ndio maana uko hapa.
Okay.
But if we are going to create a system ambayo I'm telling you, forget who you are and what you think is actually nice or what you think is needed. Sikiliza, kuna utaratibu ukiufuata huu ndo utapata mafanikio, ndo utakuwa ni mtu wa maana katika jamii na maisha yataenda. Tunaharibu. What we are actually postponing is life itself. Kwa if you ask me, religion kwangu mimi ni kitu ambacho I deal with this every day. Kwa sababu it's a question of world view. Tuko hapa kufanya nini? Mpaka mtu anatokea kumchukia mtu mwingine. Uenda labda ni kwa sababu inaonekana kwamba sikia kwa Mungu alivyokuwa amemchagua huyu mchizi, lakini wewe hajakuchagua bado. You think mtu atakuwa ana issue na Mungu?
Somebody would develop a problem with God. Yes.
With God. Asa kama if you're developing the problem with supposedly the source of life. If you have the problem with the source itself, kuna issue hapo bro.
Damn.
So that's me. I think that is. Anything come na not to speak bad. Nia yangu sio kukashifu nia ya mwanadamu ya kutengeneza dini. Nia sio mbaya. If you go back to the essence of it, it's just bana sisi tu kuna kitu kimetuweka hapa, kama ni tutakiita kitu au roho au nini. We must be good with it, I think.
Okay. Because
it would know that, and it's not for that thing. That thing did this. We are in it. It is for us. Umeona? Tumetengeneza kwa ajili yetu. I have no problem with that. Lakini ikishafikia mahali ambapo mimi kama binadamu mmoja mwenye perspective yangu nipo kwenye position ya kutumia a philosophy, a book, nini to influence you in the sense ya kwamba I want my world view to be dominant and only the world view I want ndo iwe ni shida. I'll give you something. Sawa?
Okay.
And I'm speaking passionately kwa sababu naishi kwenye nchi ambayo so called post-colonial Tanzania. Okay. Sawa brother.
Okay.
I'll ask you something. Yeah. Very crucial. What season is it now in Tanzania? There are 4 seasons in the world. What season are we going through right now in Tanzania?
Clue me in.
By that you mean you don't know for sure?
I don't know for sure.
Exactly. There are 4 seasons. Kila mahali, these are weather patterns za kila mahali duniani. Utakuwa na mwanzo which is usually spring, au kwa Waswahili wameita masika, mwanzo wa kitu. Utakuwa na muda ambacho hicho kitu kimestawi au kimenawiri, ambao ni wanaita it's summer. Okay. Right? Yeah. Which is also called kiangazi.
So you meant season of the year?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
You know those ones. Yeah, basi. Of those seasons, spring, summer, fall, winter. What season are we in Tanzania? Wajibu tu wewe unavyojua. And
we don't have that type of seasons.
You said you don't have those type of seasons.
Yes, yes.
Where did you get that answer from?
Just observing the environment we live in. It's always hot. It's always like this. You know, we don't have winter. You know, we can say it's always summer down here.
It's always summer.
Or like seasonal rains and stuff like that.
Unaona sasa. Yeah. That's from my research. That's wrong, but I will also clue in kwamba elimu pia inahusika hapo ulipo. I'll tell you something very simple, and I want you to see this.
Okay.
Kuna weather, kuna climate. Sawa. Weather ni kinachotokea, si upepo umeenda hivi, upepo it can change anytime.
Yeah.
Climate ni una study weather pattern ya sehemu for 29 to 30 years. Then you can say this one is tropics. This one is that. Do you get what I mean?
Okay.
Sasa hizo weather patterns ukiachana na climate, there are some places which are very cold climate wise.
Okay.
Sindio, kwa mfano ukisema uko England, Greenland, wanaotaka kuichukua wenye Greenland and stuff, sindio?
Yeah.
It freezes.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
Huku kwetu it doesn't freeze. But it does not mean that we don't have a winter season.
Okay.
Winter sio theluji, winter ni baridi. Haya, baridi ni mwezi wangapi hapa Tanzania?
Mwezi wa 6, mwezi wa 7, yeah.
Kipindi cha jua kali, kiangazi ni mwezi wangapi? Jua kali, joto kali.
December,
mpaka mwezi wa pili, si ndio?
Yeah.
Haya, kipindi sasa tunakuja. Kipindi cha masika.
What's masika?
Haya, sasa spring.
Spring, probably around April.
Unaona sasa.
Yeah.
Sasa I'll tell you something. Tanzania patterns zake ziko hivi ukichunguza. Patterns za Tanzania, masika ni mwezi wa 9 kuanzia tarehe 23. That's when you have spring for Tanzania. Why? Because Tanzania is in the southern hemisphere of the world. Ukilichora lile duara kuna equator pale.
Yeah.
Wanaoishi huku wana seasons tofauti na za kule. Kama ambavyo jua liko huku, haliko kule saizi. Kuna maeneo haliko kule ndo maana ni usiku. You get what I'm saying? Haiwezekani huku ikawa mchana. Alafu kule muda huo let's just pick a country kama I don't know, let's pick one of the countries labda sijui Turkey or whatever. Au kama nakosea coordinates utaniambia, but it's like we are not gonna have that. Sawa? Bear with me. Spring ni mwezi wa 9. Ikiisha hiyo spring inakuja summer, ndio hiyo kipindi ya joto kali. Kwa hiyo summer time Dar es Salaam ukitaka kusema sio mwezi wa 6. Ni mwezi wa 12 mpaka mwezi wa 2. Ukija fall season inakuja hii tulivyomaliza sasa wa 12 wa 2. Sawa? Wa 2 mpaka okay. Ni miezi kwanza, seasons ni siku 90. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Ni siku 90. Siku 90 za spring kwetu zinaanza tumesema 23rd of September to at least the 23rd of or the 21st of December. Okay. Umeshanielewa bro? Then season inaofuata inatoka hiyo 23rd of December to add 90 days hapo. Tunazungumzia to the 23rd of December, January, February to March-ish. Tarehe 23 hapo. Hesabu siku 90. The math works. Sikumbuki tu kichwani. Haya. And then ukitoka hapo kuna season hiyo sasa ambayo inaanza after the summer season inakuja fall season, ambayo huo msimu wa fall utatoka hiyo March utakuja mpaka huo mwezi wa 6. Ukimaliza huo mwezi wa 6 hapo tarehe 23 mwezi wa 6, get the dates, just hizo siku 90, just calculate, you will see. Ukimaliza hizo ndio kitakuja hicho kipindi cha baridi sasa. Sawa? Okay. Baada ya kipindi cha baridi you go which is called winter, you go winter to again what? Spring. Cycle of the year. Unanipata show na unikuacha mbali.
No, I'm with you, bro.
Now here's my thing.
I'm with you.
Northern hemisphere, it's the vice versa of that. Sawa?
Yes.
Spring yao ni mwezi wa 3. Wakati huku itakuwa fall. Summer yao ni mwezi wa 6. Ndio maana unaonaga wanakuambiaga summertime, Dar es Salaam. When they're saying summertime, it is summertime for the northern hemisphere. Na mara nyingi unaona ni kwa sababu pia ni watalii. They are coming for a summer break. It is summer there. Lakini ukija huku sio summer, brother.
True.
Ni winter.
Okay.
Do you get what I mean?
Yes.
Same applies with the fall. Hivyo. Ukikiwa fall, huku kitakuwa kwetu spring. Sasa here's the thing. Here's the kicker, my brother. Here's the kicker. Human beings, ukiwa study binadamu, kote tu wanavyotengeneza culture zao. Sawa. One of the things they observe ni hii tunaita spring equinox, yani jua kurudi huo spring. Kuna hiyo summer equinox, kuna fall solstice, equinox, alafu kuna spring, kuna winter equinox. Sawa. Watu wanaendaga pia kutengeneza matambiko. Nimetumia neno gani? Matambiko.
What does that mean?
Kutambika is rituals.
Rituals, okay.
Ushanielewa?
Yeah.
Ukienda Northern Hemisphere kwa cultures zilizotoka kwenye utamaduni wa Abraham. Unajua utamaduni wa Abraham ni upi, bro?
Apana.
The one that makes Abraham is the founding father of the Jewish religion, Christian religion, and the Islamic religion, who are also fighting. Why are they fighting? And they're from the same family. We'll get back to that someday, maybe. Sasa, for them, the ritual they have for spring, ritual wanaoifanya kwa masika, tambiko la masika kwenye utamaduni wa Abraham ni Pasaka. Easter is them saying, thank you God, we are back in spring. The year is back again. Sawa, bro?
Okay.
Ila unayoona Christmas kule chini ni tambiko la kusherekea winter. This is why it's always a white Christmas and it's snowing. Sindio?
Okay.
Sasa let me ask you a question. Kwa nini Mtanzania aliyeko huku anasherekea Krismasi kipindi cha Disemba akimwambia Mungu asante kwa baridi wakati jua ni kali?
Damn.
Welcome to the world of mental colonialism. What we did is a copy and paste of what is going on in the Northern Hemisphere. And because empires, whether ni a British, it's the German Empire, au hao waliokuja hapo Zanzibar, ni nani hawa? Wana jina lao. Ngoja. It's the empires kutoka Oman. You get what I mean? They're using the same tradition. Do you get what I mean?
Yes.
So what is going on here is this. Kwa sababu tulitawaliwa na wale walivofika, they did not want to align the rituals za babu yako wewe na za kwao. Because when they came in as conquerors. Ingawa when you listen, wanakwambia colonialism was supposed to, it is us helping the ones who wako nyuma.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
So now, kama nia yako ni kumsaidia kweli mtu, bro, kwa nini umfanyishe hilo tambiko? Kwa nini umgeuzie hivyo? Kwa nini umwambie mtu aseme asante Mungu kwa masika wakati kwake ni fall? Kwa nini umwambie mtu asherekee kwamba hii ni winter wakati kwake ni summer? You're doing that not because you're really trying to help, if you ask me. You are using God to design my mind so I can fall in your empire. And then also you did ask me, what is the
What's the worst thing?
worst thing? And then I think close to religion, I think what I'm trying to say, I should have said, the worst thing is empires. Kwa sababu empires use religion. Unanielewa? What I am describing here ni aina ya let's come together, but we are not really coming together to help you and what you see. Really, it's sort of every man for himself. But again, it's not. Kwa sababu it's me in the position of power. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
So now, if it's flipped like that, how is that practical? Kwa sababu naweza nikaonekana naongea vitu vya nadharia Sean. Tell me this. Niambie catalog ya nguo ambazo let's just tuweke very grounded kama biashara. Sio?
Okay.
Mimi na design nafanya biashara ya nguo. Let's say I'm a designer.
Okay.
What uko hapa Dar es Salaam? What design do I see, let's say, on TV? Kipindi cha Sama? Naona watu ni wako Ulaya. Wako upande mwingine wamevaa nguo za nini? Za baridi. Unanielewa? Ndio maana inaitwa kufa na fashion. Fashion sio kitu cha kufia. Fashion inatakiwa ifatishe ulipokuwepo, si ndio bro? Ila navaa winter gear barabarani jua kali kwa sababu TV inaonyesha hivyo. Hiyo maana yake ni nini bro? Bado wewe umetawaliwa. Because you cannot even trust your eyes to be like, here it makes sense. But why do you do that? I'm not saying it's an easy life to kuishi tofauti.
Yeah, for sure. It's not easy.
You do that because that's the system you grew in. And I'm saying this very passionately.
Yeah.
For every soul that's here, we are here to create. We are here to know ourselves. And we'll know ourselves by coming together. I will shout out Dolo the Pilot Man. From YouTube also. He is, if you're speaking culture-wise, I may talk. He's a Native American.
Okay.
Sawa. He's been on YouTube for years teaching. But what I like about him, among many other things, because he did help me put my mind together, is this. He's truly embarking into the question of how can we come together as souls so every person can contribute the right way. Okay. It's not, he usually says it's not what you do, it's how you do it.
Okay.
So we're doing fashion as Tanzanians. How are we doing it? Is fashion about expressing yourself? Is fashion about embracing your culture? Is fashion about you contributing to your culture? Or is fashion about giving you the right status so that you can get that job that in reality tukishaingia utagundua hii kazi yenyewe mimi sipendi. Because it's neglecting you. So empires
is the worst thing
the worst things that human beings have done. Creating empires, because empire internally motives hazipo kwenye tusaidiane bro. It's conquering. Ukifuatilia vita zote, so like there's these Roman wars in Africa. The word is punitive wars. It's like wars of punishment. How dare you go against God? But why is your God? And it's not even your God. Your conceptualization of God. Kwa nini hiyo ndo ije mpaka huku? Especially if mwisho wa siku it will alienate me from myself.
Damn. Well, I feel like, guys, that is one of the longest answer I've ever had to listen to. And the thing is, though, what I like about your mind, bro, It's like you really go deep. What made you so passionate about this thing, bro?
It's who I am.
Yeah.
In a sense, remember about the conversation of a soul?
Yeah.
So,
I remember.
all right. So, I'll keep picking and I'll keep, maybe I'll put the credit where it's due.
Yeah.
The theory that I'm using, one of the theories, that's not really, a concept of way of explaining this that I'm using.
Yeah.
I'll put it credit qua Dolo, the pilot man. I keep saying that name.
Yeah.
Because he really made me understand soul, what the spirit is in a sense, what the mind and what the body and how these things work together. Okay. So essentially, spirit is not a thing. As I said the last time, if you want to call that God, sawa, you are just an individuation of God. You are not the God. You're not the entire spirit. You're not the entire space. Unanielewa kaka?
Yeah.
You're just kipande tu cha hiyo. Just one point of view of the entire space.
Okay.
You get what I mean?
Yeah.
So you best, wewe umezaa mwili wako ndani ya nafsi yako ili wewe ujijue. Okay. Life is an exercise to know yourself.
It is actually.
And the closer you get to yourself, the closer you get to God. Because when God said, nimekuumba kwa mfano wa, now I'm using that, I'm using one of the, or I'm using kitabu cha,
like a quote.
A quote from the Abrahamic traditions.
Abrahamic tradition?
Ukisema Mkristo Muislamu,
okay.
Na Myahudi,
yeah.
Ni mila.
Sawa.
So from the Abrahamic tradition, wana quote yao, wanasema Mungu amekuumba kwa sura na mfano wake.
Yeah. So if you get to know yourself better, you get to know God.
Now,
damn.
Sasa, if you get to know yourself better, you get to know God. Sasa, with Mungu amekuumba kwa sura na mfano wake, the first thing you see is your body. So the first thing you're going to do is to think that God also must have a body. Or ni mdingi flani. Yani you will keep implying your reality to what God is. Kwa sababu ukimuuliza binadamu what God is, they will describe it close to a human being. Si ndo maana wametoaga picha za mzee flani ana ndevu. You get what I mean?
Yes.
You get what I mean?
I
trust me, if you could talk to a fly, that's not how they would describe God.
Flies?
If they could speak, their conceptualization of God or what feels like God to them, hatakuwa mtu. The thing is, as human beings, because of empires and religions, we are so narcissistic in the sense of that we think everything goes around us.
Damn.
You get what I mean? So for that, it won't be that. Yeah. So if it's about knowing yourself, na nimesema, cultures, tamaduni, mila, zitakuwa sahihi tu kwangu, let me just say. If they are helping me with that.
Okay. Damn.
Lakini if they're telling me of a particular perspective, ambayo ndo itabidi iwe hiyo tu.
Okay.
And one thing people, you speak before.
No.
One thing about
yeah.
Tanzania is very religious.
It is.
Right? Na mimi sina shida na Watanzania kwa nia yao. Because if you talk to these religious people, nia sio mbaya. They just want to align. Most people want to align. They know that they are not them, and they did not cause them. There is something else. In another sense, they are really trying to align with themselves and what is. True. Lucky. And I can say that confidently, sio tu sasa hivi. Hata ukirudi kwenye the cultures we made, Wachaga, Wasukuma, Wanani. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Lakini, hayo mambo yalibadilika. Kwa sababu ukifuatilia historia ya Tanzania, the man who had the dream to colonize hapa tunapopaita Tanzania sasa hivi ni Karl Peters.
Damn, I haven't heard that name in a long time.
Yes, man. Mimi mwenyewe maisha amenichapa mpaka nimembidi nimjue
Karl Peters.
Yes. Because that's the setup. Karl Peters ni mtoto wa mchungaji, alikuwa Ulaya. Sawa. His dream, because na yeye alikulia kipindi ambacho German Empire, neno gani nimetumia hapo?
Empire.
Is growing now. It means there are other empires. Unakwambia sisi ni empire. This is the British Empire. Kwa hiyo inawauma kama sisi wa Tanzania wanavyotuma. Mbona hatui kama Marekani? Unanielewa sijui?
Okay.
So Karl Peters, his dream was aje huku atembee exotic lands huku, na ikiwezekana after riding a horse, just go around this place, anapanda farasi akichoka anashuka anapanda mwingine, yani swala tu la kushangaa. But also akimaliza arudi na mtumwa mmoja kutoka kwetu. Ushanielewa? This is the mindset of the man. Ushanielewa?
Yeah.
So now, why was he thinking like that? It's not because he was an evil person. And this is where I want Tanzanians to see themselves in Karl Peters. Karl Peters sio kwamba alikuwa na roho mbaya bro, na yeye alikuwa anataka nchi yake iwe sawa. And he believed kwamba nafasi yake iko kwenye kumsaidia Mungu wa kweli kuja huku kutusaidia sisi ambao hatuelewi tulipo, as if that's possible.
Okay.
Umenielewa?
Yeah.
So they walked in here, ndio zikatokea hizo za kusaini mikataba za nini. But there's a documentary on YouTube. Tena ni ya Kijerumani. I'll give you a link to it, but whoever is watching it, download it first. I want you to have it first in case they take it out.
Yeah.
But that documentary, what I liked about it, ni kwamba ukiangalia hizi discussions zinazoitwa ukoloni, the way they were talking to these guys, it was simple. Like one of the things they were like, listen, you guys mpo nyuma, sawa, we'll help you first things to know the true God, which is we'll give you our worldview, and after that we'll teach you how to count, which is the basis, the foundation ya kanisa na shule. Which is like, we're going to help those guys who are uncivilized wafikie tulipo. You get what I mean? So, hata ukifuatilia historia za kipindi hichi with Karl Peters, what was going on then Ulaya was this idea of selling to a common person, because it's not the kings and queens who came down here. It was regular people like you. Kwamba bana, we need to civilize those people kwa sababu ni Mungu anataka sisi ndo tufanye hiyo, tumsaidie. So a person who is not sitting on the king's chair au huyo empire, anakuja huku kwa jina la Mungu, Karl Peters sasa, kuja kutusaidia sisi, sawa? Anakutana tuko nyuma na sisi. So even the majimaji na nini, it was war to destroy mostly of what was here, because it's considered backwards, to bring in the new thing. Here's what I'm saying. Why I'm saying kwamba Tanzania should see themselves in Karl Peters, because we are not in different circumstances na Karl Peters right now. Most of these ideas that are pushed as this is the best for us, this is what you ought to do, ukichunguza hazifeli tu hapa, zinafeli na duniani. There's this whatever restlessness and the hate, the anxiety, the depression you have about your life or your job, it's going on through the whole, ni dunia nzima. I'm not saying everyone is going through that, but I'm saying it's the state of the human condition.
Okay.
Na kilichokosewa ni kwamba you had systems kama hizo tunazosema za Karl Peters, which took away the meaning from life itself. So what is a Tanzanian to do, let's say, labda kwenye hii, or like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
Nafikiri nijiongelee mimi.
Yeah. I feel like just phrase it in a way, what are you practicing right now that is helping you navigate right now?
Okay. And I think this would have been a better path, because then I would put it in my personal.
Yeah, this is all a personal perspective on the research he has done so far. I mean, before he keeps on going, guys. Oh my God, welcome back on another episode of the No Trolling Podcast, ladies and gents, no trollers and friends of the show. I mean, that was one of the longest intros I've shot ever in this podcast. And guys, this is episode 85. Yeah, this is episode 85 of the No Trolling Podcast, man. Welcome back. Guys,
thank you very much.
In front of you right now, in front of me actually, but in front of your screen right now, is this guy is one of the funniest, most philosophical comedians, very intellectual comedians. As you can see, he's already demonstrated his intellectual capabilities. You know what I mean? And he goes by the name Deogratius. Man, karibu sana, welcome back to the show. He's also one of the founders of Watubaki comedy. And today I'm sitting down with Deo just to like get to pick his mind on different perspectives of things that I'm curious about what he's done in his life and the things he believes in. As you can tell, you already explained a huge amount. I'm pretty sure you guys need to really sit back and like lock in, like, get a notebook or something, because this guy, he has a lot to say. And honestly, it's an honor to sit down with you again. I've had him in earlier episodes, but we really didn't use that opportunity well to really understand who Dale is. So today, Mr. Dale,
Hey, Bob.
I really want to get to know you, bro.
All right, man. I don't know if it will take one episode, but yeah, man.
Let's try to do the most we can with this episode.
Yeah, man. Regularly, okay, so simply put, mimi ni hapa Tanzania, bro. Mimi nimezaliwa Ifakara.
Ifakara. Okay.
It's where nimezaliwa. Wazazi ni Wachaga, watu wawili.
Okay.
Nimekulia familia ya Kikristo kabisa, tena ya Kikatoliki.
Okay.
I went to an English medium primary school.
Okay.
Ambayo hiyo shule ni ya wazazi, meaning ni mshua wangu mimi na wazazi wengine. They got together. Yeah. Found wakapata wafadhili fulani because they were working with kuna shirika liko kule la Waswizi ambalo linadili na hospitali ya St. Francis Ifakara kule. But also kule kuna kituo cha malaria, cha research. I wouldn't say malaria,
okay.
Research including malaria and stuff.
Yeah.
So that's when when my father and the institutions there and our wengine, they had this idea of like, why don't we have an English medium school? Ambayo then they means they had to get together with other parents to make it happen. And I'm saying that story because from that story, imenifundisha not really a responsibility, but the power ya wazazi, the power of just regular people to organize and create circumstances kwa ajili yao au wenyewe.
Okay.
So so nimekulia huko and I did nimesoma Mbeya Panda Hill, and I did of course nimesoma pia na Mtwango Njombe, but I also chuo nikaja nikasoma Iringa. I studied law, nikamaliza sheria, and then nikaenda Italy. I got a scholarship nikapata scholarship pale kwa ajili ya masomo ya masters au inaitwa degree ya kuna uzamili na uzamifu sijui.
What's that in English?
It's masters, just masters. My
yeah.
masters is in comparative law, economics and finance. That's what I studied in masters. And that masters is simply trying to rethink the way the world is organized.
Okay.
Beyond what we call the market.
Okay.
Kwa sababu inachukuliwa kwamba let the market decide.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So nikiwa kule is when it clicked to me that nasemaga I'm not a lawyer that's funny, but I've always been an artist. I've always been like a comedian,
a creative
rapper, creative. Yes.
You're a rapper too?
Yes, man.
Damn.
Yes, like in school days. But I think I'll rap one of these days.
Yeah. All right, so yes.
But the way I think that's going to come up, itatokea kwenye the theater space.
Okay.
In that space. Anyway, we'll some of these things I'm working on. But I'll definitely, I've been tempted to do music.
Speaking of things that, sorry to cut you off. Speaking of things that you're working on, what's something that's been taking so much of your time recently?
What has been taking most of my time recently is something called Beyond Empires. Beyond Empire.
It's the same concept from earlier?
Yes, which is, so umeona yote nilokuwa naelezea.
Yeah.
So mimi hapo unavyoniona, I am rebuilding culture. Yani, what should I say? Natengeneza mila mpya. And specifically kutokea kwenye upande of the Southern Hemisphere. Kwa sababu chunguza kama watu wanaokaa Southern Hemisphere wanasherehekea winter wakati wa summer. Do you get what I mean?
You're trying to build your own culture.
Yes.
How?
It's possible. First, you need to talk to people who know what you're doing. For example, Dolo the
Wait, so are you trying to build your own empire?
No, I'm not trying. That's why it's called Beyond Empires.
Okay.
Nafikiria style nyingine ya binadamu kuja pamoja and build things that is beyond empires. Kwa sababu empires ndio tunachofanya sasa hivi. America is the American empire. Unaelewa brother? You know, the British is the British Empire. And we had a time that say the sun never sets in the British Empire. It means linachomoza mpaka linalala. You get what I mean? So empires are the ones running the world right now. Empires ndo hizi zilizotengeneza hii mifumo yote tunayotumia. Wewe mwenyewe you are under one.
Damn.
Do you get what I mean? In a sense, you are under a world that kwa kiasi kikubwa hicho. Na Nyerere also said this. Nyerere alisemaga, we as Tanzanians, that's his dream. Like, as Tanzanians are not trying to build an empire. Kwa sababu empire, bro, empire ni umafia. Yani si unanielewa. Yani kama mimi napata namna kitu ambacho wewe ukijui, mimi natakiwa nikitumie to consolidate my power. Why do you think there can be so much knowledge lakini watu hawapeani? It's because the model of organization, it does not come from, as I said earlier, kwamba we are here together trying to get every person to be the best version of themselves.
Okay.
You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Kaka, if you look at the resources that human beings have right now, just right now, so angalia hii communicative power with this is the communication space. This is not only communication, this is media.
Okay.
Sawa. You look at the technological advancements. Yani kuna matatizo mengi hatutaki kuwa nayo in a sense. But we have them because the systems that we have built and the way we have come together don't incentivize that. Nikupe mfano. I will use an example from a man who I know is actually doing this currently, and I got inspired from him.
Okay.
That Dolo the Pilot Man.
Okay, that...
I keep saying that because here's the thing. Unaiona hiyo Marekani unaiona hapa sasa hivi bro.
Yeah.
Sawa, tunasema Christopher Columbus aligundua Marekani.
Yeah.
Sawa. Lakini in reality, ni nani aliyelipia Christopher Columbus aende kule? Wewe unaweza kwenda kutafuta ardhi mpya sasa hivi? You don't have the resources. So the people that funded Christopher Columbus was the British Empire. Unanielewa kaka?
Yes.
Walivofika kule, walikuta watu wana tamaduni zao. And similarly to what they did here, or even worse, how many Native Americans, have you ever seen a Native American?
No.
What happened to those people?
I don't know.
Check. Utagundua. They were wiped out. System, hawajaisha wote. Ila pale Marekani wapo wenyeji bro.
I heard they were moved.
Yeah, they were moved. Sasa hiyo, there were so many tribes kama sisi. Kulikuwa na tribes nyingi, tumakabila yako mengi. Ushanielewa. So, hawa jamaa walivofika huku from the British Empire, walianza, like, first of all, it was trading. And then when the empire decided that tumeshawasoma and we want to take them over around, I think, the 1700s, is when you now got these open out wars. And some of them were moved from the places walizokuwa wamekaa wakamoviwa interior or something. This is on YouTube. You can also check, is it Johnny Harris? Is it John Harris? Yes, there's also a guy on YouTube. I'll share the link who has this. Now, this is just like mainstream. I wouldn't call that guy mainstream, but anyway, let's just go with him. When a detail of how this empire took these guys out, did away with their culture, sawa, and to a point, to a large extent, still this culture. Kwa mfano, wewe unawezaje ukahamia ardhi ya mtu alafu ghafla kwenye hilo kabila ambao wapo Wahindi imetokea tena kuna mshikaji fulani huko wa Northern Europe naye ni chifu kwenye hilo kabila, bro, wewe umetoa wapi wewe utamaduni mpaka uwe chifu kwenye kabila la watu?
Yeah.
You get what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but none of that is strange because that's how the world works. Duh. If you don't have the power, we kill you. But is that right? What do you think happens after that? So now, if we look at him, wamekuwa marginalized, but they have not thrown away their culture. And this guy himself, his mission, which I've been inspired with, is like, listen, kwani hawa Asians, we call the ancient Romans, au whatever Asians utataka kuita mababu zetu, did they have any capacity that you don't have now? Utagundua hapana. But the interests they had and the time they spent was different from you. He was not looking at how can I get a career. No. Alikuwa hatafuti career, mtu anayetengeneza mira, hatafuti career. He was trying to create a system for him, his kids, and the collective. And that is also business. It doesn't mean if you're doing and building a system ambayo every person can come through, you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Then it's not business. So he is saying the ancient had their time. Sawa? It is also our time. Do generation yetu sisi, mimi nasema it is our time ya kuwa the new ancestors. It depends on what questions we ask. If you ask nitapataje hela, nikukumbusha tu, hela is a tool.
Okay.
Ambao kabla, as we know now, it's a tool. Ambao imekuja na banks. You get what I mean? Mm-hmm. And the banking system is also part of the global economy. So, for you saying you want money, and you want money doing what is here, you're going to subscribe to a system that is already here, sindio, and you will get that job. Okay. But if you say, I want to build a better possibility, then your motivation is not money. Your motivation could be, let me talk to that YouTube guy because he's doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that I like, and I think it aligns with what I am doing. You get what I mean? So mimi naamini hivi ni jukumu la huyo mtu anayeishi hapo anapoishi yeye kutengeneza utaratibu ambao unawezesha maisha yake hapo na maisha yake kukutana na watu wa sehemu zingine. That responsibility ukichunguza tumetupa. Au kama tujatupa, kuna institutions fulani tumezipa, kanisa, shule, political machinery, na nini tena kimebaki, entertainers, because celebrities also tell us what to aspire to. And what else? I'm forgetting. And one more. What is that? Elimu, shule, nina. Yes. Hata sheria. The way we run businesses.
Okay.
But can we do better? Yes. Are we the generation that could change the human species way of doing things? Of course, yes. Are we going to do that? It would depend.
Mr. Deo, I know you truly love and you're passionate about comedy as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to know, like, how did your comedian journey start? Comic journey.
I've always been, as you said, napenda comedy.
Yeah.
Actually, theater. Yes.
Okay.
Kimsingi me, I realize like I enjoy more being on live on stage than filming alafu watu waone baadaye. So I'm one of those. I was the dancer kwenye vipaimara, nilikuwa nacheza kwenye vipaimara, nilikuwa as I say a comedian, and then music and stuff. So I've always had that creative urge.
Okay.
But my journey kabisa ya which led to where I'm now ilianzia roughly I can put it when I decided to do stand-up. Taking this genre.
Yeah.
Around 2016.
2016.
Yes.
Okay. Were you in religious at that point?
Yes, I was religious at that
when you
point.
started comedy.
Yes, kabisa 2016 and I'll tell you this. 2016 kuna mashindano yalianjaliwa ya comedy.
Okay.
Stand-up comedy. I was already doing it kidogo sana chuo nilijaribu nani but essentially there was a mashindano yaliandaa Bukuku yalikuwa naitwa Value Comedy Nights, nika audition Magala, nika audition, nikapita and then I won that competition.
Okay.
But here's the religious part. Kabla sijaenda kwenye finali ya hiyo siku nilipiga magoti kwa watu wa Katoliki, nilisali ile sala ya baba yetu. Alafu nikasema hivi, Mungu kama hii comedy inanileta karibu na wewe, fresh nishinde leo na mambo yaendelee. But if this is going to take me any further from you, na sio kwamba hiyo comedy siipendi, but somehow then I just knew if you are doing something you don't like, it is hell itself. Anyway, nisifanya that I knew a lot at then. Then I started doing the comedy, nikafanya hiyo, nikashinda. Then I left for that masters. When I came back, nikiwa kule Italy is when I as I said, I realized that I'm not a lawyer that's funny, but I'm rather a funny dude that studied law.
Yeah. That's nice.
So now, ukijumlisha pia na what I studied there, na the type of questions that I engaged there, it was around the same thing as I said, changing the world and seeing alternatives. Ikanijia pia kwamba like there is going to be a limit maybe if I'm a lawyer to what I can do and attack my things. But also I saw the power in arts kwenye communication and stuff. Okay. So this is when I said, mwanangu mimi sana. I want to do this. So when I came here, I held like a day job. And then as I'm there, I did like 1, 2 shows, 3 shows. Nikaacha na kazi. And then it went full time. Sasa hiyo ndo kipindi najengwa Cheka tu unazungumzia miaka 2018.
Okay, Cheka tu started at...
No, ianza nyuma kidogo to 2017, but I joined it I think around 2018.
Okay.
Tukakimbia 2019 is when I did my first stand-up comedy special. Naitwa Sema tu sijatulia. And then after that kuna story ya Watubaki hapo na nini to where I'm at right now.
Okay, so the transition from Cheka to Watubaki. It was when was that? What was the time frame for that?
The time frame, I think that was also around 2020. There was a split pale. Long story, but there was a split.
In you and Cheka too.
Yes, me and some other dude. We left. The other guys we left, and then we did a different. We did a different thing. So yeah, and as far as God, comedy mimi nilikuwa nimeiangalia bro, na mpaka kesho everything you see I'm doing, I'm looking at it along the lines we are speaking about. Like it's not separate from God. Yani you cannot imagine kwamba Mungu utakutana. That model for me doesn't work anymore.
Okay.
The model ya kwamba after we die here is when we meet God. I'm trying to say God is not that boring. Yani he has a way subtle and beautiful model. Hapa unaona show. So it's like, how can I use this to blossom myself, to have the best version of myself, because I believe that is when I will achieve, like not really achieve, but that's when you're walking that path. Ndo path ya amani, ndo path ya, is that's the path ya money, but also productivity and stuff. but also like in that ndo kuna hiyo like the feeling of you can do something with this stuff. It's not just ha ha ha. It's a language. You can build a whole entire world
with comedy.
Yes, with comedy, with art, with.
Okay. What does comedy mean to you, bro?
Comedy is making light of things.
Making light of things.
Kuongezea wepesi kwenye mambo magumu.
Okay.
Yani, it's like you may be going through pain, lakini comedy is that one space where you can go in, talk about that pain as if it's not you, and laugh about it. You get what I mean? It's a space ambayo iko open kabisa kwenye human mind. So it's the art of. Here's how comedy is spiritual for me.
Okay.
So, sasa hivi, what I see clearly here is the body. Sindio? But essentially, I'm not the body. But if I think like all the time, mimi ni huu mwili tu peke yake, here's what happens. Vitu vinakuwa serious sana. Because then you feel everything is disconnected from you. You are alone. Maisha yanakuwa magumu. You get what I mean? You're looking at things from a space of the world is not vast. It's so small. Ndo maana unachukia. Ndo maana unapata depression. Ndo maana unateseka. But is that true? Kama lile neno linaosema kwa watu wa Abraham, lile neno linaosema na hili nalo litapita tu. You get what I mean? So for me, comedy is tunachekesha so that you can also look at your life, laugh at it. But as you're laughing at it, you're essentially admitting that you are beyond that, just that this physical thing. Unajua hili nalo tu litapita. But also comedy, as if I'm going to put it generally, it's language, a type of language. Yes.
Okay. Do you feel like comedians view the world differently compared to normal people?
What I think comedians have is we have the art ya kujitoa kwenye circumstance. Hichi nilichokuwa naelezea uliokuwepo kuja hapa.
You remove yourself from the equation.
Yes, which is like giving a new perspective to what is going on. Ndio maana naweza kucheka. Kwa mfano, mtu anayeandika comedy, kama unatengeneza, if let's say you're okay, now let's get technical. For instance, one of the laughter triggers is recognition.
Recognition.
Yes.
Okay.
Which means this. You're laughing because
relating to the joke.
Exactly.
Okay.
Another one is incongruity. Two things that are not, they don't look alike. But if you put them together, vinakuwa pamoja. Kwa mfano, nikwambia baba mimi naanzisha kanisa ambalo gospel tutapiga kwa singeli. You are not seeing those two. You're not seeing the connection between kanisa na singeli. Mpaka mimi nitakapokuambia alitembea juu ya maji. Yesu balia. Now you're seeing how those two things can come together.
That's crazy, bro.
Amini kwamba Yesu Kristo Mnazareti mtoto wa nje ya ndoa. You see now? Now it's still coming. Now unaanza kuona kwamba kuna tofauti sana labda.
Oh my God.
So the joke says kwa mfano hapo the joke is like the opening songs are like ninaringa nina Yesu mimi. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Singeli, religious. You didn't think they would come together. But you seeing them fitting together and creating vinakuja pamoja and then somehow they are fitting together while they are not supposed to be fitting together. That's a laughter trigger to a human being.
Okay.
But after all of these triggers, and this is where the space from comedy to essentially, I don't know, art, you're going to call it.
Okay.
Or impact. Sawa wewe umeshajua hizo laughter triggers zote. What are you trying to say? What are you trying to do? You have laughter triggers. You know the culture of Tanzania. What are you trying to do with that? Are you trying to just get paid? Which is, there's nothing wrong with just getting paid.
Yeah.
But don't complain if it's meaninglessness. Hey, that's the deal. Or do you want to do something more? Inarudi pale pale tu kama kwa mtu ambaye anaweza kufanya speech, who can speak and stuff. Yeah, man.
I mean, so what type of comedian are you? Because so far, from just watching your stand-ups and watching your shows, I figured you're very, very... All comedians are somehow intellectual. I can say almost all of them are, because creating a joke and creating those triggers, you said, to laugh triggers for people to laugh, is pretty strategic. And I just want to know, what's your niche like when it comes to comedy? What's the type of comedy you like making?
Okay, so definitely, because I said live, it'll be stand-up and satire. Satire. And satire simply means you use comedy to do social commentary, or use comedy kuongelea vitu ambavyo vinatokea kweli.
Exactly. Okay. So just like you're doing right now.
That's why we met in the comedy clubs.
Yeah.
You guys, you're so political. No, I'm just talking about what is happening right now and what's into people's minds.
Okay. Damn. How long you been doing comedy, like, consistently? Like,
I think 9 years now. Kwa sababu kama utapigia hiyo 2018.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And when you guys founded Watubaki, what was the vision for it?
At the time, kweli, the vision was more driven from the artistic angle ya kwamba bana, listen. Kuna namna si tunaona comedy inaweza kwenda, which also goes back to the split pia.
Okay.
That has go down to the split.
Okay.
Kuna namna vision ilikuwa hivi, kwani bro, hii comedy tumeshafanya. Tumehudumia hapa watu for some years. Yes. Yeah. Is there a possibility of creating an environment? Now, actually, it was sustaining the environment that got us there. Unaelewa, like the disciplines that got us there. Roho. Unajua bro, comedy Tanzania pia stand-up imekuwa faster sana kwa sababu we worked together.
Okay.
Au tunafanya kazi pamoja. In the sense ya kwamba Cheka tu, Watubaki, kuna sort of tunazita rehearsals, but really they are writing sessions.
Okay.
So people show up there with, mi nataka nifanye comedy, ana 2-4 lines or something. Yeah. You look at him, it looks like he can present. Then we start to like nurture. Bana, wewe ulitaka ichekeshe wapi? Ulitaka ichekeshe hapo? Wewe kwa nini unahisi hapa itachekesha?
This used to happen.
It is happening.
Okay, right now.
It is happening right now. Hasa kwa upande wa Watubaki.
Yeah.
Sawa. So hiyo ya kuweza kufungua moyo hivyo, huyu kukagua seti ya mtu, yule kuongezea material ya mtu, si nani?
Yeah.
Ikatengeneza competition, mwezi kutoa kabisa. Yeah. Unless you change the mila. Lakini sio sasa haikuwa ile kali ambayo sasa unajua ubaya wa competition ni ile competition ambayo it's like a must win even at the cost of the product.
Okay.
Yani kwamba mimi nataka tu hata kama sijui sana cha msingi siona nimeshaoa mimi nimechekesha. And it's not the craft.
Okay.
Kwamba bana, okay, we are competing. Lakini umeiona joke yangu? Wewe umeua ile joke ile.
Very structured.
Ile umeua mwanangu ile joke mimi sikutegemea sio nini. Na mtu mwingine naye anakuja anaandika joke labda let's say he has been doing it for a month, 2 months, anaua na watu waambia da mwanangu, ile joke yako kali, uniuzie nini? You get what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, you can sell a joke?
Well, like, yeah, sometimes mtu anaweza kwa mfano my special that sema tu sijatulia is not mine. Yani tulikuwa rehearsal and then another guy came in with like a set, anaitwa Mafuta. Alikuja na set yake anataka kuandika inaitwa sema tu sijatulia, which it means this. Hiyo special kiangalia. By the way, I'm going to drop it on YouTube, by the way. Iko nilipe, but I'm going to put it on YouTube. Joke, the point of that set ni kwamba Watanzania, kila Mtanzania yani ukikaa naye hiyo yani hiyo issue anaiweza. Yani ndio maana nasema kimsingi ukikaa ukatulia utagundua Tanzania tunaweza kufanya kila kitu. Sema tu ile hatujakaa tukatulia. Ila kama ndo unapata mahali vile ile yani unatulia even tunatulia yani kama you know that feeling?
Yeah.
Ambayo it's like bro wewe unaongea tu yani you get what I mean. So I took that from him trying to do a joke, just a joke, mwanangu hiyo nipe hiyo niachie, mbona kama inaweza ikawa kali. There were other people involved also. We like mpedeo, and then like mwanangu nayomba, and then I polished it from like just a joke, and then to make it an entire series special, that created a special. Yes.
Damn. What do you refuse to joke about? Like something you cannot touch at all.
Do I have something I cannot touch at all?
Oh damn, you can touch anything.
Because also like unajua jokes, watu wanazichukulia kama jokes. They look at jokes as no, yani mwanangu jokes zinazoland kweli. It's some emotional stuff. Yeah. It's an emotional, mwanangu ndio maana unasema kumbe siko mwenyewe mwanangu, na wewe unaipitia hiyo. So because it's an emotional space anywhere ambako binadamu, of course there are things that you cannot succeed to write jokes about kutokana na zilivyokuwa structured and stuff. But if you can structure it, kwa sababu nia sio kutania hiyo issue. Nia is the person going through that situation to see that they're not the only one maybe, and also to see a different perspective ambayo itamsaidia to lighten up or something. So I don't have a topic that I don't touch.
Okay. Yes. Makes sense. I've been seeing like from how I've noticed or on how I observe comedy, you tend to realize that a good comedian is a comedian that's going through a lot.
Like, which adds to the thesis. I would say
is you're using humor to suppress the pain you're going through.
You kwa mfano, saying that, I'll pick one of the guys that I used to watch. Not used to watch, that inspired me. Richard Pryor. Richard Pryor.
Pryor.
Yes.
Okay.
Richard Pryor grew up, is it Illinois? Marekani. But bro, maisha yake is rough, bro. Yani mimi sikuwa nimeelewa. And there are some jokes there he makes.
Yeah.
I used to laugh at them. And then when I understood, let's say, Marekani inavyofanya kazi, you said, this is some dark stuff. Yeah. He had this joke, one joke of him talking about his mom. Joke ni kwamba, okay, he grew up around the area of, like, Bane, he was talking about a dude showing up and telling you, where's your mother? But that dude is just going to sleep with your mother because he was around that area. Kwamba maza inawezekana akawa she's in the, you get what I mean? It's some dark stuff. And then, but he made it, the jokes he made funny. Yeah. Another of him I liked was Yandoa, Talaka za Marekani. Talaka is like, you see why people sign prenuptial agreements?
Oh, yeah.
Because then...
I know what talaka means. I just want to...
Yes, okay. I'm saying, ndo naelezea kwamba it's that space ambayo mtu anaoana naye, memoa,
like a warning.
Filisi.
Okay, yeah.
Sasa he married as a white woman. So the joke goes like, the wife showed up, the wife showed up in court, and he didn't recognize her because she showed up so innocent with a dress. She looked like a little girl. And she said, who is this bitch? And then when she got there, akatoa testimony yake, everybody was crying, including the judge who was crying. But he's exaggerating. Even the judge was crying, and the judge looked at him and told you, nigga, we want everything. Because then kuna mambo ya kugawana mali. The judge was like, we want everything. You have dreams? We want them too. But it's funny up until it happens to you. Yeah, and you're in that space. Ata Chris Rock went through a similar thing kwenye Tambourine. He went through a similar thing. Okay. Ya mke kuachana na nini.
Even he also expressed how he got slapped by Will Smith. You know, he was like, he joked about that. Like, I got slapped by Will Smith. Yeah, bro. Like, so channeling pain to make dope comedy, bro. That's sad, and also like, damn.
Yes. You have to go through that pain. I've tried once, niliachwa na mwanamke, and I tried to make it funny. While, yani nimeachwa kama saizi. Baadaye napanda punchline. And I went there and tried to make it funny. No, man. I died. I died proper. I died because there it was, people could see through it. People could see like this. Because I was up hoping for ha. And I was telling the jokes kabla sijapanda to Sadiq, one of the comics. And he's like, man, that would kill. Like, okay, let me do these jokes. And then I got there, and the ladies kept going, "Oh, Paul, that's not the reaction I'm looking for."
Damn.
Some dumb. So yeah.
Okay, so what's the process? What's your process for like preparing like jokes? Like when you're writing jokes?
I don't have it's idea. I'll get an idea of it's maybe I'll get an inspiration whether I'm looking at something.
Yeah.
That one is one way, or sometimes I'm going through something in life, and I feel like I just express myself like this makes me angry.
Okay.
How can I go on stage, tell people that this makes me angry, and make them empathize with me? Because comedy is comedy because people can empathize with you. They can put themselves in your shoes and be like, "Hey, you're going through it."
Yeah.
So I have not, like, even the decolonization thing with the Beyond Empire and stuff.
Yeah.
I think some jokes you've seen me punchline.
Yeah.
Now I think it makes sense. Why is this guy always talking about sijui imefanya nini?
Yeah. Because you're trying to like Beyond Empire, the project you're working on.
Yes. So I have stuff that I think this is not maybe something I can change in the law, but this is something I could address in. Kwa hiyo nikitoka hapo, then after I have that I'm trying to do, the usual path is I'll record myself speaking, because then it's not right. Writing is you must have something to write. What's the next line? Like in speaking is just babbling, and then I would make myself laugh. I would get punch lines. Then I would structure it down to what I'm trying to say. Try to make it funny. Then just go on stage. Try it, see what works, what doesn't work. Get a reaction. Then keep on feeling into that. And then before you know it, you had an argument. It connects with that argument. Then I'm on stage for 30 minutes.
Do you remember the very first joke that worked?
Yeah. But I've been. Yes. I will answer that from the space. Yeah. The actual. Tena hiyo ilikuwa ni Cheka too. The first joke that worked. Also, remember I won that prize.
Yeah.
So it worked then, but it appears to be the same joke, by the way. The joke that worked for me is the joke about my mom.
Okay.
Yes. Your joke is like, basically mama yangu, it's jokes about mama yangu kunipiga.
Okay.
You know those. So basically it was just like, mama yangu alikuwa anapiga, like mama yangu alikuwa anapiga mpaka nilikuwa nahisi anaweza kafungua biashara. Nikamwambia, je, wewe ni mzazi unaisumbuliwa na mtoto mtukutu? Mama Mboya ndiye jibu lako. Atamnyuka mwanao na kumfanya mpya. Tunavyo viboko vya mpera, waya umeme, mwiko, bila kusahau mbata. So that joke won me that competition. But also it was the first joke about to film Cheka 2 that was also posted on Facebook, on YouTube.
Yeah.
I was like, mtoto mama Mboya and stuff.
Yeah, damn. I want to play a game with you, bro.
Mm-hmm, sure.
Yeah. So basically, we're trying to get to know your Tzee side as Dale. Mm-hmm. So basically, I'm going to give you some statements, and you tell me what you think of it. We're trying to get to know your Tzee side.
Okay. Tzee, yeah, okay.
Yeah, Tzee side.
What is Tanzanian?
Yeah, well, your Tanzanian side, yeah.
Right. Although I have to redefine what it means to be Tanzanian.
Okay, whatever, man.
I'm coming for you.
Chips My Eye, a street masterpiece or overrated hype?
Chips My Eye, bro.
Yeah.
I think we should have, first of all, street masterpiece.
Okay.
And I think in the world that I'm building, up or in the future, not even me, there will be a specific episode or a documentary on Chips My Eye and entrepreneurs. Yani, bro, like if you're an entrepreneur, yoyote, either ways, you are a startup, you are nini, yani au producer, sijui msanii, au yani, Chips My Eye is one of those things that you must have ate because it's the right combination of protein and carbs and what later is starch or something.
Yeah.
Kwa hiyo Chips My Eye is a masterpiece. And also, even nani alikuwa ananiambia, was like, maybe Chips My Eye is healthy after all.
I don't think it's healthy, but okay.
No,
all right.
It's one of those things.
Yeah.
But hey, It's one of those. It's a cultural piece, my guy. And it's one of those.
It is a masterpiece.
It is, guy. It is. Ndio hata kama tunakupa this one, yes. This one, yes. We'll hold on to this one. Hata kama ni mara moja kwa mwezi.
All right. Big Bomb or Big G?
None of them.
None of them?
Oh, Big Bomb or Big G?
Yeah.
I don't want people getting any ideas, Big G. Big Bomb. What are you practicing for as a man?
Come on,
No,
bro.
man.
It's just candy, bro.
Okay. A Big G, bro.
Big G?
Big G. Sugar.
Okay. What's the most Tanzanian excuse for being late?
Brother, I have to take time on this one. Man. Foleni, I think.
Foleni, yeah. Traffic, yeah.
Kuna hii nyingine. Hiyo ni kwa wananchi wa kawaida. Watu wa corporate wanakuja, nilikuwa na kikao kingine. Nilikuwa nimekaa kidogo. Zinabadilika kadri unavyobadilisha maisha. But here's the one thing that stands out.
Yeah.
As a thing that you showed with Tanzanians. When it comes to Tanzanians and appointments, ukimuuliza Mtanzania yuko wapi, hasa kama ameshachelewa, hata kuambia alipo, atakwambia anapotakiwa kuwepo, kwamba nipo hapa mataa Mwenge, ndo anaoga huyo.
All right, the last one. A Tanzanian song that plays and everybody in the room sings.
A Tanzanian song that plays
And everybody in the room sings.
Sasa hivi. Oh, like.
Nah, like a classic, a Tanzanian classic.
Sasa a classic. Then I'm a millennial, bro. So, yani wa kizazi hicho. So, let me see which one.
Yeah.
Which one. Everybody sings. Hivi ipo kweli moja ambayo inashinda kweli?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can.
I can get one. Let's see.
I got one.
Which one?
Ben Paul, Moyo Machine.
Moyo Machine.
You see? You sing it. Yeah.
Sasa hivi itakuwa Power. For now. The Mbossos. That thing is also an anthem. Power. Hata kama hujui, there's
oh yeah, the rhythm. I know that
currently,
song, yeah.
yes. That one I genuinely see people sing along to it. And it doesn't have to be like Throwback Thursday, where what I'm saying is it's not because of anything as labatuli imbaga zamani. It's one of those genuine things where ambao like hata wewe mwenyewe unajifanya mimi mgumu. It comes out of you. Naishiwa Power. And then also other songs that used to have that is nyimbo za Nandi. I really had a problem with them because they're so feminine. But they're so catchy at the same time.
Exactly, yeah. Kuna ile
Ngoja. Umekuwa achana kivuruge.
Da was a catchy one for me. Yeah, that was catchy for me too. Yeah, that was a good song. And I liked how she added a lot of artists on that song as well. The remix. Even Stamina was in there.
Yes.
A bunch of other artists as well.
Yes.
It was pretty dope. Hey gang, don't go anywhere just yet. We still got more of the No Trolling Podcast coming out.
What I'm working on is starting a new calendar.
You want to start a new calendar?
Yes, kama unavyoona hiyo. Yes. As I will explain, calendar ndo uchumi. Because how much money is Christmas making?
How much? Damn. Tell me about the calendar you want to make.
Okay, so I'm making a calendar.
Okay.
And the essence of a calendar is not to keep dates or nothing. No, a calendar for me is events for the actual year, but those events, this calendar is going to be aligned to rituals for the person that's using it, especially for the Southern Hemisphere.
Okay.
But also this calendar is going to be the source ya uchumi pia. Because here's the thing.
Okay.
Kaka, how much money is Christmas making? If you're looking at Christmas as the reason people buy, as the reason people come together, as the reason people sell stuff, as the reason people make stuff. So you realize there's a lot of money that is made under the intellectual property of Christmas. You get what I mean?
Even the buying of the gifts and everything.
Exactly. Even that Santa Claus. But all of those are intellectual properties. They live on your mind and they mean something to you. Sindio? Mm-hmm. So now, I'm saying, kama we need as a human species spiritually to have rituals for, let's say, the winter solstice, sawa, and basing on the southern hemisphere, kama tunahitaji hiyo na sisi pia, then we're supposed to make our intellectual properties, sawa, ambazo zitatutengenezea hiyo sherehe yetu ambayo haitaitwa Christmas. Unaweza ukakuta Wachaga wanayo tayari, unaweza ukakuta Wakinga wanayo tayari, but once we get that rolling, it's our thing, it's our festival, it's our season. Then the ones telling the stories, the ones making the products, watakuwa ni wa hapa. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So kalenda sio tu time ndo uchumi, kwa sababu bro, saizi tupo season ya mfungo. Sindio? If you're looking at it from as a food seller, it's also very, watu wamefunga, lakini it's also a good time for business in the sense ya misosi ya aina fulani. So now if you're a farmer or if you're in the space of food, especially kama Waislamu, kama unauza viazi na nini, so the reason why people are spending now is that. Do you get what I mean? So I'm saying and I don't want to say Africans, I want to say dwellers of the southern hemisphere. Sindio? Tunaokaa huku southern hemisphere, wengine ni Wachaga, wengine ni Wakinga. I'm saying uchumi ni uchumi unatengenezwa, it's playing house. Ni uchumi nao ni kibaba baba na kimama mama. If we make, let's say,
when you say kibaba baba na kimama mama, how do you mean by that?
I mean that like playing house.
Okay. Playing house. Okay.
Kibaba na kimama mama.
Okay.
Kibaba na kimama. We imagine things.
Okay.
No trolling. Once upon a time, it was not a podcast.
What do you mean?
No trolling. In the beginning of time, there was a podcast called No Trolling.
Okay, no.
You made it up.
Okay. Yeah.
You imagine it. And then you made it happen. Now, if we make, let's say, if we were successful to make No Trolling something that people gather up to see the next guest, do you get what I mean? So kuna activities tafanyika pale. And also, what does no trolling mean to the person watching? Who watches it? Is it a person who is trying to better themselves? You know, so you are picking certain groups of people who can have sort of their niche cultures.
Yeah.
But understand, even Christmas was a niche at some point. It was not always like a festival. You get what I mean? So, I am working on a calendar. One, to align us as spirits, religiously, not religious, spiritually, kwa kutumia rituals,
okay,
right? But also, the people that are involved in creating this new calendar, the people that are involved in creating this new culture are also going to be the owners of that culture. What is the culture I'm building about? Or what is the, if you want to call it a government, but it's not
an empire.
It's not an empire. You see, the thing is, I'm not trying to build an empire. Haina premise ya kukusaidia.
Bro, for somebody who's listening to you for the first time, he would think you're building a cult.
Exactly. They would think I'm building a cult. But you realize there was a world cult in the world culture, eh? It had to be a certain group of people who thought of something and be like, hey guys, mbona kama mwezi huu ukiwaga mwezi hapa na jua likiwa hapa, there is something that happens in the land.
Yeah.
For instance, let me show you how close these things are. The moon controls the tides, right? Where the moon is controls the tides.
Yeah,
Not the only thing, but it does.
It does, yeah, I know that.
So there's association between moon and water.
Yes.
But you are also 70% water, like this planet. Do you think the position of the moon does not have an effect on you?
Oh, shit. Yes. Because you're 70%. Oh, damn.
Okay.
It does have an effect on you if you're 70% water.
Okay, let me show you another thing made from another culture. This is a watch, Cindy. It tells time.
Yes.
But in reality, what is going on here, the short one is the movement of the sun. The long one is the movement of the moon.
That's how
Because
watches work?
That's how it works. Because kwani sasa hivi unavyosema saa 10 ni nini? There is a certain angle where the sun is. This is a cycle.
Okay, yeah.
Sindio?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
this is a cycle. But what human beings are trying to track here is where the sun is.
The sun is, okay.
Sasa hizi ni saa 12. Sasa unataka kuanika nguo jua limeshazama. Do you get what I mean?
Yes.
So there is that correlation na vitu vinajirudia. A day also repeats itself in a year. Asubuhi ndo spring, mchana ndo summer, jioni ndo fall, usiku ndo winter. Do you get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So this is not, so kwamba this is what I'm saying is divorced from science or what we would call science.
Yeah.
Actually ukifuatilia, it is part of it. And watu kama kina Newton and stuff, they were also involved in so-called metaphysics and these type of questions, because you're trying to essentially organize the human mind or something.
Okay.
So that's it. Also, another interesting thing in that, which is also going to be in my calendar and mila now itengeneza mimi na sisi ambao tutakubali nayo, is like astrology.
Damn. Okay, so zodiac signs and everything, right?
Exactly. And
we want to push that out.
Yes, and I'm not pushing it out as a religion. No. Ngoja nikwambie. What sign are you?
Leo.
You were Leo.
Yeah.
Where were you born? Southern Hemisphere, Northern Hemisphere?
I was born in the Northern Hemisphere.
You were born in the Northern Hemisphere?
Yes.
So then you're Leo. What does Leo mean? Leo means the sun is in the second month of summer. So children born in that time, when it comes to how they see the world, how they act, their vision of the world, sawa, is going to be Leo-like. What it means is this, sawa, you have it's a fixated ways of seeing and feeling about things. It's fire. No matter Leo is your fixated world. That's why Leo love to express themselves. And what they express is their dreams and stuff. So in an essence, from where you're born, astrology tells us some of the traits. We can say all of the traits, but let's just for argument's sake say some of the traits from the positioning of the so-called celestial bodies. So it means if we are designing your life, if I'm a parent and I've had you as a baby, I'm looking at astrology as a tool to give me clues as to what you're interested in. What is your mind more like? So it's a design of an economy where you fit in, where only you were supposed to fit in.
Question. So if I am a Leo let's say I was born in Tanzania.
Yeah.
In August, I'm not a Leo.
You're not a Leo. You're the opposite. Then you are a Sagittarius. You not a Sagittarius. You are an Aquarius.
Aquarius, because I'm in the southern hemisphere.
Kwa sababu muda huo wewe unazaliwa, jua lilikuwa kwenye mwezi wa pili wa kiangazi. It was in the second month of summer in the northern hemisphere.
Okay.
But as far as relatively to the southern hemisphere, no, it was in the second month of winter.
So zodiac signs and the whole astrology thing concept doesn't work the same way. Okay, yeah, it doesn't work the same way. That's what you're saying, right?
I'm saying the system, because astrology, understand, is a tool.
Okay.
It's a tool people made out of imagination and observation and stuff. But that tool, sawa, if you use it vizuri, if you use it the way it's supposed to be used, you realize, for instance, ngoja nikuwekee kirahisi bro, unafikia hata mambo ni magumu Sean. Let me show you something. Tumesema kila season ina miezi mitatu.
True.
Miezi mitatu ya season ya spring ni, sawa, from the astrology point of view, the way they named them, Aries ni mwezi wa kwanza wa masika. Taurus ni mwezi wa pili wa masika. Gemini ni mwezi wa tatu wa masika. You get what I mean? Cancer ni mwezi wa kwanza wa kiangazi au summer. Leo mwezi wa pili wa summer. Virgo mwezi wa tatu wa summer. Libra mwezi wa kwanza wa fall. Scorpio mwezi wa pili wa fall. Sagittarius mwezi wa tatu wa fall. Capricorn mwezi wa kwanza wa winter. Aquarius mwezi wa pili wa winter. Pisces mwezi wa tatu wa winter. And that's the whole cycle of a year. And you realize From that you get 12 portions. If you go back to as a 2, if you go back to a circle, so it is 360 degrees. Divide them by 12, those 360 degrees, you get 30, which is 30 days a month. So 30 days make a month. And then that month, which your month pia inahusika na moon, 30 days make a month, a season has 90 days. That thing keeps repeating itself as far as we know it as human beings. You get what I mean? So kwa hiyo Mtanzania hapa kama umezali, kwa mfano mimi, I grew up thinking, obviously, I'm a Libra. Kwa sababu gani? Nimezaliwa tarehe 7 mwezi wa 10. But the truth is, mimi sio Libra, I am an Aries. Because wakati nazaliwa jua lilikuwa kwenye mwezi wa kwanza wa masika huku, ambao pia ni mwezi wa kwanza wa fall kule. So what does that mean? Do you see me being energetic?
Yeah.
Being nini? That's fire. Now hizo fires you water nini? Man, it's very interesting. Look, when we say we have 4 elements, it's like 4 elements of your experience. Kwa mfano, when you say fire, it's your intentions. Sawa? But it's also you expressing emotions to give your emotions color. Labda kama umechukia ukaba.
Yeah.
You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Then when you get water is your emotions.
Okay.
So understand words fire, water. They are used to label something that is going on with you right now. So when we say air, is your thinking, is your communication.
Okay.
That's air.
Okay.
And when we say earth, is your physicality. It's what grows.
Damn, okay.
So this is earth. What I am using right now to talk to you and you can hear me is air. But the fact that I am using so much, that I came here and I'm participating in this, there is a fire in me.
Yeah.
But I'm also expressing something very dear to me, which means is the emotions that I have.
Yeah.
So meaning if I am born in the first month of tunavyosema nimezaliwa mwezi wa kwanza wa masika, maana yake mimi hapa ni cardinal fire, ni moto wa kwanza. Mimi ni cheche. Sio kicheche sasa. I'm a spark. Aries want to create new ways of seeing because fire is also perspectives.
Yeah.
I'm trying to create new ways of seeing and feeling about things, which is not weird for me to be here saying we need a new calendar. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if my father knew me like that, asingekuwa anachanganyikiwa au asingepata shida na mimi. I'm just saying this as a father. Ukishajua hicho, you know this is the nature of my kid. But also we can design what you have to, man, this, you just say something.
Do you feel like you're going to raise your kid in the same way?
Exactly. I've studied that for that. Bro, nomba nikwambie, unaona ama kitu nayosema? You see these angles that I'm saying, astrology and stuff. You think that it has nothing to do with the Bible. Sindio? Maybe. Lakini nikukumbushe kwa mfano, Yesu mwenyewe alisomewa nyota. Mbona yeye kasomewa au hujasomewa? Au ni kwamba pia what is going on?
Yeah.
Man, think of it this way. Kama just imagine this, bro. Just see how simple this is in the sense of like, if I am coming to colonize you, I'm not going to allow you to have the tools that will truly allow you to know yourself. Because then you will start building new calendars and stuff. And then you will not go with what we are going. Unanielewa siju bro? Ni issue tu ya roho mbaya. Na sio, ni roho mbaya wengine kwa kutaka, kwa wengine kutokana na mazingira. You get what I mean? And tunafanyiana sisi who we are in the position of. I watched a podcast of yours once and you were saying, hii issue ya Mungu manangu, it needs time. I don't even have, it needs time, it needs resources for you to dive deep in those questions.
Yes.
That's why I settle with the issue kwamba Mungu yupo because it gives meaning to my life na inanipunguzia makelele.
Yeah,
you get what I mean?
That's me.
Exactly. So For you to say, you are admitting you don't have the time. You are in a particular space where even if you decided to dive into God, you don't have that luxury. It's maybe true. It's maybe something you're just telling yourself. But either way, you are in that position. Ambayo, God and what is actually going on is not. Ebu kula kwanza ushibe, unajua we mtoto. Kula kwanza ushibe, haya mambo yako mengine bwana utaacha. Kwani kama sasa hivi ni kiangazi, alafu sasa hivi tunasema ni Christmas, kuna shida gani? Si nafanya kazi.
Damn,
you're not going to have these designers. Bro, mimi nakwambia tukiendelea kufikiria hivi, we're never gonna have these designers, these people who change the world from this side. Kwa sababu you're divorced from your own reality, na pia hauhangaiki kabisa na kujua kinachoendelea. So what are you going to give us? Look, I cannot show up in the United States of America right now and be like, yo, look at me being an American. Nigga, you are in America. What are you talking about? What do you know from your culture? Ambayo, what do you know from your area? What did you and your ancestors and what did you come up about this reality of God? What did you make as a concept? What do you have? Mchangie hapa. But we don't ask those questions because pia tumesoma, tumefaulu, tumeenda vyuo, so somehow hatuhitaji kusoma tena. Nini waili hujui hata ni msimu gani. So I'm saying this out of love because I love this place. Na nimesafiri bro. Yani there's just an energy here. I believe it.
Yeah. Damn.
But the thing is, Watanzania walichoshikishwa kama ndo kinatoa, hawajakichunguza vizuri. Na if you really look at it, utaona tu. Kwa mfano nilikuwa naangalia siku moja, and this one I will say.
Yeah.
Nilikuwa naangalia TBC siku moja. Nikaona kuna documentary iko pale. A guy is talking about kanisa lilivyofika pale Peramio, like the German fathers, how they got into Peramio and stuff. Bro, huyu father, the story was kuna mfaza mmoja ametoka huko, and as soon as he got there, the first thing he said is this. Hicho kilinge walichokitengeneza hapo. Kilinge, it's like a space for rituals. Hicho walichokitengeneza kwa ajili ya rituals, hicho kitu hicho. Mimi lazima nikingoe, nijenge kanisa. Is equivalent of you going sasa hivi pale Maka ukaambia sikia ili dude ili mlolijenga hapa nataka nibomoe hapa nijenge dude letu la Kichaga.
Yeah.
It's saying you guys don't know shit. I know better.
Yeah.
And then as we are speaking, unaona pale TBC, the story is we are talking kwamba hiyo sehemu aloko anaongelea tayari imeshajengwa kanisa. There's nothing wrong per se instinctively with a person that is Christian. But kama hiyo doctrine ndo imeingia hivyo, and we have so many stories of like just chop. You have nothing to add. Ndo wewe unakuja kwamba lile ni taifa teule la Mungu. Sisi hapa tu.
When do you think you're going to be done with the project?
It's a lifetime project, bro.
It's like you're just going to be consistently improving it.
Yes. And another idea I got from the Parliament is like, when you talk about a government, people think about the political structure. Kwa mfano hapa watakutajia Magogoni, rais na nani. But that's not the only thing that constitutes a government. Bro, government ni sisi kujiendesha. So what is influencing your day? Moja, ukiachana na hiyo political machinery, religion, the world view you are in, education, elimu uliokuwa nayo, business, the way you interact with other people, and last but not least, entertainment. Here we are, what you entertain, what is supposed to be cool, you get what I mean? All those 5 things are what create truly, from his theory, a government, which I agree with. So what I'm trying to change is to create a system that would influence all of these areas. What do the new politics look like? What does the new business look like? what the new entertainment look like? What are we talking about? Are we still talking about Christmas alone? Kuna Wachaga huko wana issue yao, kuna wengine wameto. What is going on? You get what I mean? Yeah. Like, what's the new thing? Now who is in the position to do that? I am truly here to tell you, whoever is watching, you. Kwa sababu gani? This we so call the universe. Hata ukienda kwenye theory ya relativity, ya science, ya Einstein, the universe is not a stage where things happen. Yani kuna universe, afu wendo uko juu yake unafanya mambo yako. No! The universe is a stage which is also the drama. Meaning, the universe or reality is not happening to us. It is not happening for us. It is happening through us. Through us. So everything we see right now, this is us. This is the best we could do for now.
And if you're wondering, you're looking at us and you're wondering where we at right now, this is us. We at Pentagon Rentals right now. And these guys are the people who make this podcast happen. They're the people who supply us with every equipment we need, from mics, equipments, like cameras, interfaces, lights. Yo, these guys are the guys that are keeping us on the map as a platform. So if you're a creator like myself, podcaster, interviewer, or any type of creative, and you want to tap into the studio, tap into the Instagram Pentagon Rentals. And hopefully you enjoy the service as much as I do. Back to Dale.
Yeah, man.
So Dale, by the way, we're back from the break, just so you know, because my guy here is a professional yapper, and we love him for that. And we're gonna dive into the last segment of the show, okay, whereby I have a catchphrase: no trolling, don't sweat it. Do you remember that? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna give you a question, and you're gonna be like, don't sweat it. And by the way, if you're on Instagram, we have an exclusive chat where you can subscribe, and you can. It's like you subscribe, you pay amount of cash, and you join the group, and you get to see exclusive behind the scenes of the show. If something you like, tap into it. It's on Instagram. But yeah, back to the no trolling question segment. They say the funniest people are usually the saddest. What do you think about that? No trolling.
Don't sweat it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I will go with that. Not always, but yeah, I think I will go with that off of the point of like
usually the saddest.
Empathy. Comedy comes from empathy. If you're the saddest person, maybe you've been in these emotional spaces that many people have also been. So yeah, I think maybe because also, but is it the case all the time? No, I've met guys who are cheerful and they're very funny. And because also all jokes are not always about sad stuff.
Yeah. Yes. But most are like that.
But are all the comedians I know very sad? No.
What did you earlier? You said you practiced like using your sadness, and it failed. Mm-hmm. And have you ever tried to use it in another scenario?
Oh, of course. I have a lot of sets which are rants. Like I've done so many shows where
even your mom beating you. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but that was me explaining. There are those where I get on stage.
Yeah.
Let me think of one line. I have this bit I do now, which is in connection to Beyond Empire, which is like commoners. Yes, it's like I go on stage and I say like,
dear commoners.
I tell you, everybody here, you are nothing but a bunch of fucking commoners. Okay?
Oh yeah, I remember that one. I've heard of that one. Yeah.
You're a bunch of nothing but a bunch of
when I
commoners.
Came to see your stand up. Okay.
Yes, but it's basically me just ranting on.
Yeah.
It's and the rant is like, unajua kuna muda baba yako anaweza kawa anakusema na hasira, but it's funny. Not like you're laughing at him. It's the way he picks. No, let me. Yani ni hivi alivyokufokea. And the words I've seen best. Kwa mfano kama if you've watched George Carlin or something, you go there. Okay, ngoja nikwambie. With rants, watu wanachocheka ni kwamba they empathize with your anger.
Yeah.
I should have just said that. Yes.
Okay.
Go unaenda pale, you're angry. And people are like, is it worth being angry at this? And they're like, yep, I'll be angry too.
How has comedy changed the way you deal with failure and embarrassment? No trolling.
Don't sweat it. Feelings and
Embarrassment.
oh man. So much. So much. The only thing that comes close to that is when I was doing network marketing. Yeah, forever living. That's the only thing that comes close to that. Because there's that failure and embarrassment.
Yeah.
Yes. Sisi comedians, the first word we usually say when it doesn't go well, tunasema umekufa.
Oh, you died,
And
yeah.
it feels bad. So that going there, dying, and then it has
times.
just, yes, it's gotten to a place ambayo imenisaidia because I used to take things seriously, but after time, I'm like, yeah, man, it happens. Yeah, some days, yes. Sometimes no, man. I mean, like, unajipamper, but there were days where you would go and think about that for a month. Like, yo, man, I died. But now it's like, no. Imepungua.
Do people expect you to always be funny? No trolling.
In what setting?
In just when they meet you.
No, no. But I do get those where a person thinks you're funny all the time.
Do you feel like you're funny?
To be true, yeah.
You think you're funny? It's okay to
But
admit
I'm not like a. It's proven that I'm funny. I've held a career, like career-wise. But am I a dude that's funny when you hang around with? Yeah. Also that one too. I just realized,
I feel like
it's because it's also not that I'm trying to be funny. No, it's just the way I explain things and the way I deal with my day. Umeiona hivyo and stuff. Yeah.
Have you ever told a joke and immediately regretted it? No trolling.
Yes, no, don't sweat it. There was a joke, Wema Sepetu. Yes. That joke, it's, structurally it made sense. You know one of those things. You know what I mean? But right after I said it, it's killed, but it didn't age well. Kwa sababu it felt like namtania, because it was about her body and stuff. No, not really. It included her body. Okay, long story short, what happened was she had posted. Kuna kipindi.
How long ago was it?
It was very long ago.
Okay.
I think it's 2018 or something, 2018 or something.
When you were starting out.
2019 or something. There was something she was doing, and then I got into. It would still be funny if I said here, but no. What's the point of repeating it?
Exactly. You already regret it, so.
But yeah, it got into okay. Will the audience understand?
No, don't worry about it.
I shouldn't get into it.
No, don't get into it.
But it was something to do with her body. It made sense from the punchline, but again, it aged like unamtania mtu mwili wake, and it's like.
Before I let you go, man, I wanted to know, throughout these years of doing comedy, over 9 years, right? What is something comedy has taught you that stuck with you? No trolling.
Man, don't sweat it, but a lot. Because a lot, man. I when you have like ideas of things, and this is what I want to do, this is what I want to do, this is what I want to do. But that one thing that you go to that is actually happening, like Sasa, you have it. This is your day to day and stuff. So it's given me that hold on to it. If it's something worth having, it's something worth building for in the long run. It imenifundisha patience. It has taught me. It's just given me. Let me just say that it's given me the gift of comedy. Although I have other things, it's given me a gift of you having something that I truly care about, and also challenges of actually you trying to do something that you actually care about. That gift, the whole thing there, that space is what comes. Because I didn't start on film. I didn't start as a film guy. I didn't start as a musician. I started as comedy. So that, man, alafu pia, it's not been like easy, kwa sababu pia understand, like nimetoka familia niliyokuambia.
Yeah.
And the expectation is like a few career, maisha yako, na wazazi wanaga jambo baya sana. They want you to prosper.
Yeah, for sure. Always.
Always. But sometimes they have their ideas of what
is right to them.
To them, and what they think should be right for you.
Yeah.
Comedy for me has been like, sasa huku umeenda kufanya nini?
Yeah, okay.
So I've had that journey for 9 years.
What? Until today?
9 years. Which is like, at some point where it's like, they do respect because I don't call for anything. Naishi maisha yangu. You get what I mean? Sijawahi kupiga simu tokea naanza or something.
Yeah. Okay.
But
is that still the case?
They still don't. Now that I've coupled into that stuff of starting a new calendar, they're like,
oh my God. You told your parents about you starting a new calendar?
Yeah. Could I escape from it? No. Because they would call you, meenda kanisani. No, nimeacha, mimi sio Mkristo tena. Wewe ni Muislamu. Sifatishi utaratibu wote wa Abraham.
Damn.
It's some real shit, bro. It is. It is.
Do people neglect you for this type of mindset?
It is a lonely space sometimes, but also you don't get to know, like, just seeing me and you at kwamba this is what I'm working towards or something. But it's kind of lonely sometimes because of generally just the urge to actually actualize it, to actualize calendars, to actualize what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
You don't do that alone. You need people to, you can't build a culture alone. You must have, that's the whole point. So you need people to do this with, these things with. And sometimes people are not, most of the people I've met were not in that space. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Mwanangu, mimi sana sifanye ili nipate hela, bro. Yani, sio hiyo mwanangu. Yani hela inakuja tu kwa sababu I need to eat and stuff to find itself in there.
Yeah.
But I'm not necessarily looking for the product ambao nikiweka sana itauza sana. No, me, I'm more of like
getting the word out there.
Yes, and actually being effective. Has my art aligned a person? Has my art helped a person move this way to that? Growth ya mtu.
Yeah.
Sio kwamba sipendi hela. Napenda hela, lakini sio kama na, in the sense of like just making things happen, lakini not as much as I love the
impact.
Yes.
Damn.
And what you can do with this. And I've realized, like, maisha naenda, it's like it happens because and the switch from that to I should just sell stuff, it usually comes with deny what is important to you. Fanya what is surface and what is inaopokelewa. Fanya hiyo. Kishafanya hiyo, utapata hela. Haya, nikishapata hela nitajisikiaje? Na nani amesema nimekufa sasa hivi? Ni miaka 9. I'm sticking to what
you believe in.
I believe in. I have a good day. I have a purposeful day. Yani mimi, what I run out is not, I don't have time. I'm always on something of my own. And it's a beautiful feeling.
Nice, bro.
And the risk is to do that jump. Because you feel like if you do that, system haipo, but I'm trying to tell you, most people hate what they're doing.
Yeah.
They don't have people to build with some alternative to. Lakini, it's there. And also understand, going back to what we said, if God is not a man with ndevu hapo juu, it's this entire thing. He's going to use you. If you jump, who put that there? yes it is you, but hiyo shauku pia Mungu anaijua kwamba kuna mtu wangu fulani anataka kufanya kama maongezi watu. If you do that,
damn bro,
life picks you, it picks you. But if me kwa kweli I've never had, maybe that's why maybe I'm not in some places that people would think I should be, but if you throw away the heart, like, yes, utapata hela. Then what you do with it? What do you do with it?
You're asking people what?
Yes, what do you unajenga, and then what?
You live life, bro.
What is life? What is living life? Where do you go to places?
I mean, you take care of the people you love, you know, buy the stuff you want, you know, you build a legacy, you leave something.
You build a legacy. Yeah. But you think you can build a legacy with money?
I mean, money is a big part, is a big contribution to building a legacy. Mm-hmm. But a legacy is more so of the word, because people won't remember. When you die, people won't remember how many cars you had. They won't remember, oh, you had that amount of money in your bank, or what house you... Nah, they're going to remember what you did or what you said for them.
So in essence, it's the realization that I came to, which is like power is not money. Power is not political power. True power is the ability of me influencing me or me influencing you.
Damn. Yeah, I guess that's the best way to explain it.
So, money and stuff are tools. They're tools. So, are you saying you cannot influence a person until you have a certain tool? I'll ask you, who put that idea in your head? Is it the person with the tool trying to sell his machinery? Kwa mfano, bro. And this, narudia hata, this also Nyerere said. Hivi, bro. There's a essays za Nyerere za ujamaa, and he was saying this. As Africans, he was talking about Tanzanians. Tukitegemea hela, tutaumia kufanya vitu. If we say we don't have money, tutaumia, tunajidanganya. Kwa sababu hiyo hela hatuna. Lakini kwani kujenga barabara ni lazima utumie hela. Utagundua mnaweza mkakusanyana na kijiji mkafyeka. Do you get what I'm saying? Why is it important for him to say that? Why was it important for him to say that? Because he's now running he's top official of the country. So, the tune is development. So, but what does development? Tuwe na mabarabara, tuwe na manini. If we are going to rely on how much money we have to create roads, ambayo tayari kabla hapo ulikuwa unalima kinjia chako. Si unaelewa hapo mtaani mlilima kinjia chako.
Yeah.
You by yourself. So you're telling me wewe na wazazi wenu 100 mnaokaa huo mtaa hamwezi mkaorganize situation fulani mambo yatokee. What he was trying to do is like, listen guys, the power is us. Let's not keep exporting it and putting it in other things that we don't have. Kwani nimechukua shilingi ngapi mimi kufika hapa Sean? It's mimi tu kutilia umuhimu jambo lako. But if hata umuhimu wangu mimi kutilia jambo lako, kama mimi nitaona sina umuhimu mpaka niwe na hela, sasa huo ndo uchawi sasa. Because then you are stopping yourself from living life because you feel like there's a standard hujaigusa. And what is money anyway? Utakuja ugundue hela yenyewe nayo technically speaking ni deni. Huyu alimpa yule akamkopesha huyu, kwa huyu anamdai yule, ndo maana benki imefanya hivi. So like the power is the ability of us influencing each other.
Damn.
And he nitamquote tena mtu mwingine, which is alikuwa ni Mkapa. Alikuwa ameenda kwao kule, sikumbuki, but alifanya ziara. Then afterwards akasema, akawa pale mwisho wakati wa ziara baada ya kuhutubia, they asked him, "Mheshimiwa, tunahitaji pesa kwa ajili ya kujenga madarasa." Akasema, "But you guys, madarasa ni ya kina nani? Ni ya watoto wenu. Okay. Madarasa ni ya watoto wenu. Lakini hamna hela ya kujenga madarasa. Mbona kote njiani nilipopita nimekuta kuna chanja hizi za vyombo like built out of wood where people put wanaweka vyombo vyao na nini kukaushia, which is also enough wood, let's just say for instance, to build a class. So unanielewa? So what he was making is like, it depends on the importance you attach to something.
Damn.
So it's that's why I took that, not only that from him, but this idea of, since we have that influence, because what is something dope to do? It's something that most people say, in a sense, maybe it is dope.
Yeah.
How people say it's dope, but also not necessarily most people. What could be dope could be what you and your few friends have agreed.
Yeah.
Nani anawafuata kuambia this is not dope? Nobody. Yeah. Why are we not making dope shit that is around building us? Why are we not making dope shit that is around creating from the sense of responsibility, kwamba mimi ni mzazi na huyu mtoto mimi ndo natakiwa nimjengee, like if we take that, priorities zinahama.
Damn. Okay.
I think I've said a lot.
Yeah. I feel like that's the best way to end it, man. Dale is a man of many words. He's very, very in tune with, very, very passionate as well, man.
Yeah, man. Like I hear his fire.
And your way of observing things is just impeccable, bro. Like I honestly, I'd like to sit you with a youth pastor and see what's up.
That would be beautiful. You experience some of this fire too.
Yeah, guys, guys, please give me recommendations of youth pastors I should reach out to have on the show. I'd love to talk and sit down with a youth pastor and just see what they think. They're thinking about the whole perspective of religion and spirituality in general. I really like to learn and understand it more. So yeah, if you know anybody, just hit me up in the comments. That would be amazing, and I'd gladly reach out to them. But yeah, this was episode 85 with Deogratius, and man, it was an honor, honestly. Yeah. I'm pretty sure you have left people looking at you and be like, what is this nigga talking about?
I'm talking about building a new calendar and making that meaningful money that doesn't need you to go drinking for you to feel fulfilled. That's what I'm talking about. The real new stuff. Decolonization is not going on podcasts and saying we're decolonized. No, it's building alternative systems. And I know for a fact we can do it, because I've seen us use our passions, our talents, building things that we don't even connect with. So we can definitely do better.
We can do better, guys. Until next time, gang. Peace out. No!